In this demonstration video, I'm going to show you how to attach a handle to a mug. Okay, so right here I have my mug that I built, and it's quite different from the last video. I just didn't videotape myself making the rest of my mug. Okay, so I kind of put like this little curved bit on the bottom, and then I added like this fluted part on the top. And right now the clay is firmer. I let it sit overnight for a day, so it's had time to dry out a little bit, but the clay is still very moist, so I can still work with it. I could still add things onto it. I could still attach things. So this is the stage of clay that you want your mug to be at before you attach your handle. If your clay is too wet, if it's like this and very malleable, it's going to be harder to attach your handle because you could damage the form of your mug. Okay, so there are a couple ways you can make a handle. Let me just move that out of the way. You could roll a coil. So I got my clay right here, and I'm going to just spray it with water just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to make it into a ball in my hand. Okay, and then I'm just going to roll it into a coil in my hand. Just going back and forth, this sort of rubbing, rocking motion. Could also do it on the table. My coil's kind of gotten rectangular. I'm going to restart. Well, if it breaks apart like this, you can always just use your needle tool and slip and score them or join them together. If you've ever made like noodles, this is sort of similar to what they do with noodles. Like at least like Asian noodles, this is how they sort of make their noodles. Okay, so now I have a coil that's about the same thickness throughout. What you could do is you could just curve it to like the shape you want. Maybe I want a handle like that. Maybe I want a handle that kind of curls up a little bit on the ends. Like that. That's one way to make a handle. Okay. Another way is you could take a bit of clay . Can roll it out with a rolling pin. Let's see if this is enough. Okay, so you could roll your clay out, and it's about maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. And you could just cut your handle. So maybe I want like a boxy handle like this. And you'll need a needle tool to cut this with. You could maybe use a knife, but I think needle tools are easier to cut with. Okay, and that's 2 ways to pull a handle, or not pull a handle, make a handle, sorry. 2 fairly easy ways. To attach your handle, you'll need your mug again. And I'm just going to attach this one because it's basically the same thing as this guy. You have to join the 2 pieces of clay. So figure out where it's going to go. So maybe I want it to be like right here. Okay. I will need to score and slip wherever it touches together. So I know it touches right here, and then it touches right here. I'm kind of using the needle tool to make like a spot so I can figure out where to score my mug. Okay, and then use your slip. Put some slip in those grooves that you made. Okay. Press it down and press it together. Okay. And then use a modeling tool to smooth it out, smooth out those seams. It's very important that you score and slip this very well, because if you do not, your handle will definitely fall off of your mug. Okay, especially when it's drying, because some of the clay you might be using is going to be a little bit drier than the rest of your mug, or no, wetter than the rest of your mug. So you have different drying times. And that's kind of what happens when things fall off. Something is a little wetter and the object it's attached to is drier, so it just wants to peel off. Okay. Another thing you could do to kind of support this handle while it's drying is you could take a plastic bag and sort of put that on the inside carefully. And also, whenever you're done and you're putting your mug in a bag or something, or you're just letting it out to dry, you could put a bit of a paper towel or maybe another plastic bag and kind of put that underneath your handle, and it'll help support the handle, because sometimes the clay you might use is going to be really wet, so it'll want to kind of droop, and this will help support it. Okay, so in this video I showed you how to make a handle and how to attach it. Okay, if yours is drooping, I would highly suggest that you use paper bags to support, not paper bags, sorry, plastic bags to support the weight of your handle while it's drying. Okay. Good luck with your handles or feet, because you can use this technique with like feet or something on the inside of your mug. Good luck.